If you stuck to the schedule and you're listening to one of these sessions in the morning and one at night, this is the morning session for day 10. I'm going to throw a lot of things at you today in hopes that you might find one or two things that can help you. Some of these might sound like Pollyanna ideas that are almost cliche, but that's not why I'm recommending them. I'm recommending them because they helped me. One didn't solve all of my problems. All of them together didn't solve all of my problems, but they certainly helped me. They distracted me. They kept me moving forward, even slowly when I just wanted to crawl into a corner. And they gave me a small sense of purpose, a reason to keep going. And that's so important to find at this point. The goal is to bring new things into your life. Those routines and ruts and even moments alone with your thoughts can be your enemy, triggers. So finding a fresh outlook can sometimes be as simple as putting on a new pair of glasses. These are ideas I came up with. They all might not work for you, but hopefully some of them will. Let's start with an easy and fun one. You know that thing you carry around with you everywhere you go and look at every 5 minutes? The center of your social and professional life? Your phone? This one's mandatory. I want you to clean it out. Not just removing old reminders of your ex, but give it a total new look. Reorganize your apps, download new apps, delete old ones. Here's a big one. Change the background on your phone. Pick something totally different, maybe a cool photo, a different color, an inspirational quote. Give your phone a new look and feel. Don't be afraid to make some drastic changes. Remember, they don't have to be permanent. Little things like this can have a big impact on reinforcing the idea that you're turning over a new leaf and moving forward into a fresh, new chapter of your life. Keep a social calendar. And here's my recommendation. You can keep it on your phone, but I want you to keep a paper version. Mine was a sheet of paper with a grid on it. That grid had 2 columns. In one column, I wrote the day of the month. In the second column, I would write what I had planned for that day. Not every day will have something, but at least once or twice a week, you should plan something. See a friend. Don't be afraid to go on a date. Volunteer somewhere. Join some meetup groups. The purpose of the paper version of that calendar is to carry it with you, to work and back home. It's a symbol of your social life. You can look at it and be reminded that you're planning things and events to look forward to. Put a day or a weekend trip on there. For me, I still have my paper social calendar from my period of heartbreak. It became such a strong symbol of me taking my life back and moving on to new and better things. Set monthly goals. Break those down into weekly goals. And break those down into daily goals you should do to meet your weekly and monthly goals. These are all ways of taking back control of your life, keeping your mind and actions occupied. Journal your progress. And if you're going to journal, don't hold back. Let your emotions and feelings pour out unfiltered. You can shred or burn the journal later if it's too personal. Lock it up and know that it's a safe space to write down how you're feeling. Do you still have any old journals or notes or letters from relationships you had before your ex? Pull some of those out. You'll probably be surprised at the similarities between previous breakups and this one. It's a good way to gain perspective and realize you've been here before. There was probably a time when you were so heartbroken you thought you'd never get over it. But you did. And now you barely even remember it. If you don't journal, write a letter to yourself. Talk about where you are right now and how you feel. Set a reminder to visit that letter in a month and assess your progress. When you do, note all the things that have happened in your life in the past month. Things that you didn't see coming when you were writing that letter. Realize that we predict future events in our own lives with really bad accuracy. Good and bad things come our way that we just can't see coming. You've had some bad things, so know that you're due for a change in fortune soon. Finally, this is a big one. Bring fun into your life. Find something that you enjoy. For me, it was learning to play the guitar, and creating this podcast series. For you, it can be anything. Maybe you're going to start setting aside some money every paycheck to buy some new clothes or plan a fun trip, even if it's just for a day or two next month. Start building a website. Update your own website. Start a cooking class. Sign up for a new food service that delivers ingredients and recipes to your door and learn how to cook them. Join a book club. Decide you want to learn how to make the perfect cup of coffee at home. Take a course in wine or buy a book about wine and learn everything you can. Become an expert in something. The common thread in all those activities is that they make you feel better about yourself, they make you a better person, they expand your knowledge. Things like video games or games on your phone can be great as momentary distractions, but afterwards they can kind of make you feel like you've just wasted your time, and that's not a great feeling. So for larger time commitments, aim for activities that you'll gain fulfillment from. These little things, when we drop in 1 or 2 a day, combined with a social calendar, have a giant impact when practiced daily. The truth is, there's no silver bullet for easing heartache. It takes time, but you don't have to sit around waiting for time to pass. And there are things you can do to speed up the process. It's my strong hope that some of these ideas sparked your interest and you'll try them. Day by day, you're moving towards sunny new waters. You'll look back on these days from the not-so-distant future and be proud you didn't just survive. You used this time to start some healthy habits and learn new things. Those are the things you'll carry with you the rest of your life, long after you shed the shell of heartache. Thanks for listening. Check out the show notes for links and info on some apps to put on your phone. You can also download a Word document of the same 2-column chart I use to keep track of my social calendar. This podcast is free, but for more, to send me a note or support the series, visit heartbreakpodcast.com. I wish you peace.